twist to the introduction of the lineups here at the Garden, complete with laser light effects. And we have double coverage on the sidelines. We're joined today by Ahmad Rashad and Hannah Storm. Let's start with Ahmad.
All right, Marv. Well, everybody's talking about Jordan Pippen. The player that the Bulls have been talking about is B.J. Armstrong, who has really stepped it up a notch this entire playoff season. I asked B.J. about it. He said, you know, it's all about the challenge, and I realize I've stepped up to it. But in order for us to be successful, I got to take my game up another notch to get by the Knicks. And as far as Michael Jordan is concerned, he was shooting before the game. His wrist is fine. Hannah?
The only serious injury on the Knicks side, Ahmad, has been Doc Rivers, who was suffering back spasms during that Charlotte series, but he told me he saw an acupuncturist on Friday, and he feels just fine. As for the mood of the team, John Starks confirmed what Mike said earlier. These guys were uptight before the start of the playoffs, but now that they've gotten to the point where they want to be, they're relaxed, and as several of the players said, ready to rumble. Marv?
All right, Hannah, and the officials who will be supervising the alleged rumbling: Jake O'Donnell, Bennett Salvatore, and Hugh Holland. You just have the feeling that Jake O'Donnell would get the nod in Game 1 because you have to feel that he will try to set the tone.
The feeling is that Jake O'Donnell, with the experience and great feel for the game, will keep things under control. I just hope they don't take away too much of the aggressiveness early in the game by either team.
The Knicks controlling the opening tip. Starks. So John Starks opens by hitting the long-range jump shot.
We see the initial matchup of B.J. Armstrong on John Starks and Michael Jordan playing Doc Rivers. Now, Phil Jackson said yesterday that B.J. actually plays John Starks pretty well. I don't believe that. I think he doesn't want Jordan coming off all those screens.
Well, Jordan came off a pick and hit a three-pointer to open matters for the Bulls. Here's Starks for three. And it's rebounded by Smith. Charles Smith in a matchup with Scottie Pippen at the start. Rivers for Ewing. Yes. The Knicks 4 and the Bulls 3.
And that time, Chicago had switched their defensive assignments as New York comes up with the steal.
Doc Rivers, and on a switch by Horace Grant. Charles Oakley. Rebound snatched by Ewing, and on a reach and a foul is called on Jordan.
We talked about Michael Jordan coming off screens and getting open looks at the basket. That's one thing that Pat Riley and his defense preached in their practice sessions. Don't give Michael clear looks. Make him put it down on the floor. Then we'll give help when needed.
Crowd responding. They wanted another foul on Jordan as Rivers was able to pry loose. You'll also notice Michael playing with the sprained wrist. When he goes for the steal, is using the left hand. He just came up with it. And Jordan fires. Jordan looking to get off quickly here at the start. The Knicks 4 and the Bulls 3. We are just underway. Rivers on a pull-up. And it's rebounded by Grant. Now Pippen met on a switch by Oakley.
You see a lot of transition game right now, not too much half-court offense. That's the energy and excitement of beginning this series with these two outstanding teams. Normally, we know that Chicago likes to start out with Cartwright down low.
Charles Smith, who has come on strong recently, able to convert. Charles Smith played an important role the last two games against Charlotte. Game 5, 18 points, 8 rebounds. Here's Grant. It's been a jump shooting contest here at the start. The Knicks 6, the Bulls 3. Oakley gets inside, and he is called for the foul.
Oakley knew that he had his defender on his back. He was in the lane a long time before the ball finally got to him. He knows it's close to a 3-second violation. Grant can do nothing but hold his position, but the feel is that the left arm of Oakley is what threw Grant to the ground. Therefore, the offensive foul was called.
The Chicago Bulls, the second best road team in the league, behind Phoenix, 26 and 15 during the regular season. Cartwright got position, and he drew the foul. It's on Rivers who tried to help out. Bill Cartwright, the one-time New York Knick, acquired in the trade for Charles Oakley. Cartwright, the last couple of years, has been hit hard by injury. Over the years as a member of the Bulls, he had played very well against Patrick Ewing because he's been able to force Ewing off the blocks. It's only in recent times that Ewing has had good ball games against Cartwright.
And let's face it, Bill Cartwright has not played the same minutes this past season as he's been used to playing in previous years. He's up now in the playoffs as he's feeling better. And that was good time management by Phil Jackson and his staff during the regular season, understanding they had to have a healthy Bill Cartwright ready for the playoffs if they were going to make a run.
Well, a first look at the Chicago trap, and a turnover is the end result. Jordan on the pull-up. Yes.
Let's go back to Christmas Eve when Chicago was down 10 points at halftime. In the first 2 minutes and 17 seconds of the third quarter, it was a tie score. 5 possessions for New York, 4 turnovers produced.
Another steal, this time Grant putting the move on Oakley. A gorgeous ball fake by Horace Grant, who has come up hobbling. Grant is hurt. He comes in with a sprained right ankle, and he has hobbled his way back. Play continues, though. Chicago needs a timeout. Another turnover by the Knicks. Five turnovers committed by the Knicks here in the early moments, and a timeout has been called.
Horace Grant, who came in with a very bad right ankle, takes the pass in transition, and then as he takes off and comes down, it's the right ankle that catches the brunt of the force of hitting the floor with the weight on it. It was a very, very bad sprain. Hopefully the time off had given him a chance to recover, but it's obvious here he will play with a very bad ankle in this series.
Horace Grant injured the ankle in game 1 of the series against the Cavaliers, and he comes up hobbling right there off that beautiful move with the ball fake on Oakley.
In talking with Phil Jackson yesterday, it's an unusual sprain, and the swelling was in an unusual spot.
All right, let's go over to Ahmad.
All right, Marv, I just spoke with Horace. He said what happened was he got kicked on that sprained ankle, which is very painful, but he's still able to go. Marv?
He's trying to walk it off as he gets the ball and pitches it back out. Bulls with a 9-6 lead. Here's Pippen. And Cartwright rebounds. 5 turnovers committed by the Knicks. Here are the early moments. Jordan gets inside. Ewing with the rebound. Pippen knocked it away. Another Knick turnover. Jordan for Pippen. And he's fouled by Ewing.
Let's go back to that Cleveland game where Horace Grant was originally injured, and you can see the severity of this. The ankle turns completely over the right ankle as he comes down on top of Mike Sanders' ankle. It turns over. He goes down immediately. The swelling took place more in the back of the ankle than on the side. Back of the ankle, bottom of the heel part. Again, same ankle injured here early in this game.
Scottie Pippen being settled down here by Michael Jordan. He shot only 66% from the foul line during the regular season. Hits 1 out of 2. The Bulls 10, the Knicks 6. Now some light pressure. Grant hanging back.
Chicago will vary the pressure, vary the traps, trying to keep New York off balance. They understand that New York has prepared for this. They want to give them different looks to keep them guessing.
And Ewing fouled, a hard foul given by Bill Cartwright. 7-0 run by the Bulls for a 4-point Chicago lead.
You don't want to let him continue with that shot. So after Cartwright feels the body contact, he reaches up with the right hand, grabs Ewing on the wrist so that he cannot follow through and get a continuation call on the shot attempt.
Bill Cartwright and Patrick Ewing had a very close friendship while both were members of the New York Knicks. They recall it goes back to the Hubie Brown coaching days, where at one point the Knicks tried to go with the combination of Cartwright at center and Ewing as the power forward. Did not work. Ewing did not want to be a power forward, although upon occasion he has done it successfully under Pat Riley, but he felt he was not comfortable, and it led to the trade of Cardwell.
But in fact, later on, when Rick Pitino became head coach, did not they go with two big people at times on the floor? So it was the willingness then of Patrick Ewing as he matured and grew as a player, and understanding that sometimes you have to do some things that you may not think you feel most comfortable with for the good of the team.
All right, the Bulls with a 10-7 lead.